Welcome back to Google Trends Hub, where we dive deep into the digital currents shaping our world. The news cycle never sleeps, and neither do we, bringing you the most vital updates as they happen. Get ready, because today we've got a packed episode that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From the inner workings of search to the latest tech releases and crucial security insights, we're breaking it all down. Buckle up, because this is your essential briefing on what's trending, what's next, and what you need to know right now. Let's get into it. First up, we're cutting through the noise surrounding Google's search ecosystem. There's been a lot of talk about crawling patterns and their connection to major algorithm shifts. Is there a link? We've got the official word straight from Google's own John Mueller, clarifying exactly how these crawl changes relate to the bigger picture. Get ready for some straight answers on how Google's systems really work. Next, the highly anticipated Google Pixel 10 series is here, and the pre-order deals are already dropping. We're talking significant savings and bonus credits that could put a new device and accessories right in your hands. If you've been eyeing the latest Pixel phones or the brand new Pixel Watch 4, you'll want to see these offers. We've got the details on how you can snag the best value. And that's not all. We're also diving into the latest intel on the Pixel 10a, with new evidence suggesting a surprising chipset decision that could impact the affordable flagship lineup. Plus, a critical update on Gmail's security. We're addressing some recent, inaccurate claims and reinforcing just how robust your email protection really is. Stick around, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Google's crawl changes, separating fact from fiction. Have Google's recent crawling adjustments been signaling an upcoming algorithm update? Many in the SEO community have been buzzing about this very question, analyzing fluctuations in how Googlebot accesses websites. This speculation often arises when noticeable shifts in crawl frequency or patterns occur, leading to theories that these changes are precursors to or directly linked with broader Google search algorithm updates. It's a natural assumption, as both crawling and algorithm updates are fundamental to how Google indexes and ranks content. However, Google's stance on this has been consistent. John Mueller, a prominent figure from Google's search advocate team, has once again addressed this topic, providing clarity and dispelling the notion that short-term crawling changes are tied to major algorithm rollouts. In a recent post, Mueller explicitly stated, "No, bigger updates are independent of short-term crawling changes." This statement reiterates Google's long-held position that the processes governing how Googlebot discovers and indexes content are distinct from the complex, often large-scale updates made to the search ranking algorithms themselves. It's a crucial distinction for anyone trying to understand and adapt to Google's ever-evolving search landscape. This isn't the first time Google has addressed this myth. Back in 2016, Gary Illyes, another Google search expert, addressed similar concerns, noting that it was a misconception to link crawl rate spikes with Google updates. John Mueller himself has also denied such connections in previous years, and Google as a company has issued similar clarifications multiple times. The message is clear. While both crawling and ranking updates are vital components of Google search, they operate on different timelines and are driven by separate development cycles. Crawling is about discovering and fetching content, ensuring that Google's index is up to date, whereas algorithm updates are about refining the criteria used to determine which content is most relevant and authoritative for a given search query. Despite these repeated clarifications, it's understandable why some might still believe there's a direct correlation. When websites experience changes in how often they are crawled, it can feel like a significant event, and it's tempting to look for immediate explanations, especially if those changes coincide with perceived shifts in search performance. Many SEO professionals and website owners closely monitor crawl stats as an indicator of Google's activity and interest in their site. Therefore, any anomaly can be interpreted as a signal of a larger change within Google's systems. This belief, however, is not supported by Google's own statements. The audience impact of this clarification is significant for SEO professionals, webmasters, and content creators. It means that when analyzing website performance, it's important to differentiate between issues or changes related to crawlability and those related to ranking factors. Focusing on crawl budget optimization or technical SEO improvements related to site discovery should be treated as a separate strategic effort from understanding and adapting to core algorithm updates. This clear distinction helps in diagnosing SEO problems more accurately and developing more effective strategies. It encourages a more nuanced approach to website management, recognizing that a healthy crawl rate is a foundation, but not a direct predictor of algorithmic ranking changes. So, next time you see a blip in your crawl stats, remember this distinction. But speaking of new devices, have you seen the latest deals on the brand new Pixel 10 series? Pixel 10 Pre-Order Blitz, unpacking the best deals. The much-anticipated Made by Google Pixel 10 event is just moments away, but the digital shelves are already stocked with incredible pre-order offers for the latest lineup. This year, Google is not only launching the standard Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, and Pixel 10 Pro XL, but also making a bold entry into the foldable market with the brand new Pixel 10 Pro Fold, alongside the highly anticipated Pixel Watch 4. For early adopters eager to get their hands on Google's newest hardware, the deals are already live, offering substantial incentives that make upgrading even more attractive. Leading the charge are the deals on the Pixel 10 series smartphones. Across major retailers like Amazon and the official Google Store, customers can find offers that provide hundreds of dollars in store credit. Specifically, pre-orders for the Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, and Pixel 10 Pro XL are accompanied by significant credit bonuses. These credits can be used for future purchases, effectively reducing the overall cost of entry or allowing for the acquisition of accessories and other Google products. The devices are slated to begin shipping next week, on August 28, making these pre-order bonuses a timely reward for those securing their devices early. The star of the show, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, is making waves with a particularly generous offer on Amazon, a free $300 gift card. While the device itself starts at a premium price point of $1,799, this additional credit significantly sweetens the deal. Furthermore, the official Google Store is matching this appeal with a $350 Google Store credit for pre-orders of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. This credit can be a game changer for those planning to invest in the foldable technology and potentially other Google ecosystem products. Complementing the smartphone releases is the debut of the Pixel Watch 4. Available for pre-order starting at $349.99, this new wearable is entering a competitive market. While direct pre-order bonuses like free store credit are not currently advertised for the watch itself on Amazon or the Google Store, there's a clever workaround for dedicated fans. The store credits offered with the Pixel 10 series phones can be strategically used to offset the cost of the Pixel Watch 4 or any other Google device purchased in the near future. This integrated approach encourages a holistic adoption of the Google hardware ecosystem. This launch strategy highlights Google's effort to drive sales across its product range, leveraging the excitement for new smartphones to also boost wearable and foldable device adoption. The substantial credits serve as a powerful incentive, aiming to capture market share and foster customer loyalty. For consumers, these deals represent an opportunity to experience the latest in mobile and wearable technology at a more accessible price point, especially when combining phone and accessory purchases. Audience impact has been immediate, with tech enthusiasts and deal hunters flooding forums and social media with discussions about the best offers. Many are weighing the credit value against the device features, aiming to maximize their investment. The strategy appears to be effective in generating buzz and driving early sales for the entire Pixel 10 family, including the new foldable and the Pixel Watch 4. These deals are definitely turning heads. But what about the next generation of affordable Pixel phones? We've got some surprising details on the Pixel 10a. Pixel 10a chipset shift, a step back or strategic move. Google's Pixel A series has long been celebrated for bringing flagship-level performance and features to a more accessible price point, often by sharing the same or a very similar chipset to its flagship counterparts. This strategy has been a cornerstone of the A series appeal since the Pixel 6a. However, a significant departure from this established pattern is now being suggested by new evidence regarding the upcoming Pixel 10a. Rumors and leaks indicate that the Pixel 10a might not feature the cutting-edge Tensor G5 chip found in the main Pixel 10 series, but will instead utilize the previous generation's Tensor G4, a chipset that debuted with the Pixel 9 series. This potential divergence has sparked considerable discussion within the tech community. Initially, early this year, whispers suggested that Google was deliberating the chipset for the Pixel 10a, with the primary reason being cost management. The idea was that equipping the affordable model with the latest flagship silicon might compromise profitability, leading Google to consider either the Tensor G5 or the slightly older Tensor G4. At that time, the decision was reportedly not final, leaving room for speculation about which path Google would ultimately choose. The possibility of a different chipset for the A series marked a potential shift in Google's product strategy for its mid-range offerings. Recent revelations from Mystic Leaks on Telegram appear to confirm that Google is indeed proceeding with the Tensor G4 for the device codenamed Stallion, which is widely believed to be the Pixel 10a. The leaked specifications also detail a display capable of reaching 2,000 nits of brightness and 128 GB of UFS 3.1 storage. The inclusion of the Tensor G4 is particularly noteworthy as it breaks the precedent set by previous A-series models, where Google consistently recycled its flagship Tensor chips, albeit sometimes in a slightly detuned state. This means the Pixel 10a could offer a performance level closer to the Pixel 9 series than the upcoming Pixel 10 series. Further details from the leak suggest that the Pixel 10a might be a rather conservative update in other areas as well. The leaker claims the device will not feature a telephoto camera, implying it may retain the same camera hardware as its predecessor. This lack of a significant camera upgrade, coupled with the use of an older chipset, could position the Pixel 10a as a more incremental update rather than a leap forward. While the Tensor G4 is still a capable chip, the absence of the latest Tensor G5 might disappoint users who have come to expect the A series to mirror the flagship performance as closely as possible. This potential strategy shift raises questions about Google's future approach to its mid-range smartphone segment. Is this a one-off decision driven by specific market conditions, or does it signal a broader change in how Google differentiates its Pixel lines? The implications for consumers are clear. The Pixel 10a might offer a different value proposition than previous A-series phones, potentially appealing more to those prioritizing affordability and essential features over the absolute latest processing power. Audience reaction has been mixed, with some users expressing disappointment over the potential downgrade in chipset and camera hardware, while others acknowledge that it could lead to a more competitive price point. Many are waiting for official confirmation and further performance benchmarks before making a final judgment. It's a developing story with significant implications for the mid-range market. But before we move on, let's address some important security news concerning Gmail. Gmail security, addressing misinformation and reinforcing protection. In a recent period, inaccurate claims circulated widely, suggesting that Gmail had issued a broad security warning to all its users about a major, widespread security issue. These reports caused understandable concern among the global user base. However, Google has moved swiftly to categorically deny these assertions, stating clearly that such claims are entirely false. The company emphasized its commitment to user security and sought to reassure its customers that Gmail's protective measures remain robust and highly effective. Google has long been a target for phishing and malware attempts, a reality faced by most major online services. Phishers and malicious actors are constantly devising new methods to infiltrate inboxes and exploit user vulnerabilities. Google's security teams work relentlessly to stay ahead of these threats, employing sophisticated technologies and continuous innovation. According to Google's statement, their existing protections are highly successful, blocking more than 99.9% of phishing and malware attempts from reaching users. This statistic underscores the advanced nature of Gmail's security infrastructure, designed to safeguard the vast majority of user communications. The company highlighted that security is not just a feature, but a core priority for all its products and services, impacting both Google and its customers. The significant investment in security research, development, and implementation is a testament to this commitment. Google's approach involves constant innovation to counter emerging threats and clear communication about the risks users might encounter and the safeguards that are in place. They stress the importance of accurate and factual information in public discourse surrounding cybersecurity, particularly when it pertains to widely used services like Gmail. To further enhance user security, Google strongly encourages all users to adopt best practices. Among the key recommendations is the use of secure password alternatives, with passkeys being specifically promoted as a more advanced and secure option compared to traditional passwords. Passkeys offer a more phishing-resistant way to sign into accounts. Additionally, Google continues to educate users on how to identify and report phishing attempts. Providing users with the knowledge and tools to recognize suspicious emails or links is a critical layer of defense. By empowering users to be vigilant and report potential threats, Google reinforces its collective security posture. The company's proactive stance in addressing misinformation and reinforcing its security capabilities is crucial for maintaining user trust. In an era where data breaches and cyber threats are a constant concern, transparency and accurate communication from service providers are paramount. Google's clarification serves to correct the record and remind users of the extensive security measures already in place, while also providing actionable advice for personal online safety. Audience impact has been significant, with many users expressing relief and appreciation for the clear communication. Security experts have also largely supported Google's statements, acknowledging the high effectiveness of their anti-phishing and anti-malware systems while reiterating the importance of user vigilance and the adoption of measures like passkeys. So rest assured, your Gmail is well protected. Now, let's wrap up with a quick recap of everything we covered today. And that's a wrap on another edition of Google Trends Hub. We covered Google's clarification on crawl changes, the massive pre-order deals for the Pixel 10 series, potential chipset changes for the Pixel 10a, and a vital update on Gmail's security. Don't miss out on future insights. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social media platforms for real-time updates.